WNBA fans not happy with Fever players' All-Star votes. On Friday, early fan voting for the 2025 WNBA All-Star Game was released. It didn't take long for people to complain about the results. Indiana Fever star Caitlin Clark is currently leading the WNBA with 515,993 votes. That shouldn't surprise anyone considering she's the most popular player in the league. Her fan base has been exceptional dating back to her days at Iowa. Clark isn't the only member of the Fever receiving love from the fans. In fact, 3 of her teammates cracked the top 10. Here are the leading vote-getters as of right now. Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever, 515,993. Napheesa Collier, Minnesota Lynx, 484,758. Aaliyah Boston, Indiana Fever, 446,961. Aja Wilson, Las Vegas Aces, 394,600. Brianna Stewart, New York Liberty, 367,819. Paige Buchers, Dallas Wings, 312,920. Kelsey Mitchell, Indiana Fever, 277,664. Sabrina Ionescu, New York Liberty, 234,684. Lexie Hull, Indiana Fever, 217,438. Hiki Ariafin, Washington Mystics, 213,500. One of Clark's teammates is receiving a lot of criticism for cracking the top 10. Countless WNBA fans have complained about Lexie Hull receiving over 200,000 votes. They believe she's not deserving of a spot on the All-Star team. Lexie Hull can shoot the three for sure, but her being ahead of Sabally in All-Star votes is wild work, one fan commented. So we just casually accepting that Lexie Hull got more All-Star votes than Alisha Gray? Is the WNBA even trying to hide the Indiana Fever bias at this point? Or am I tripping? A second fan wrote. Lexie Hull pulling that many votes is nasty, another fan declared. Poverty franchise fan base is mad that Lexie Hull is an all-star. I gotta give her some more votes then. She's averaging better than some of your faves on lesser minutes while being the number 4 option. Y'all must deal, a Fever fan said. For what it's worth, fan voting accounts for only 50% of the overall vote. Current players and a media panel account for the remaining 50% of the vote. Hull is currently averaging 9.1 points and 4.1 rebounds per game, while playing excellent perimeter defense for the Fever. The WNBA All-Star voting period is usually a celebration, a time when fans rally behind their favorite players, spark debates online, and highlight the brightest talents of the season. But this year, amidst the cheers and excitement, a different noise began to rise, a chorus of frustration, confusion, and even anger. At the center of this unexpected storm, a single player from the Indiana Fever, whose All-Star vote tally has become the most polarizing topic of the 2025 season. In a league that prides itself on merit, hustle, and community support, the All-Star votes have always carried weight. But when Fever rookie Skylar Jameson, a fictional name for narrative purpose, barely averaging 6 points and 2 rebounds per game, cracked the top 10 in fan voting, the reaction from the WNBA community was swift and passionate. Social media erupted with opinions. Some fans called it a travesty, others a joke, while many felt it was disrespectful to players who had put up all-star caliber numbers night in and night out. One tweet, which went viral within hours, summed up the mood. You cannot convince me that Skylar Jameson deserves to be ahead of Sedu Sabally in the votes. This isn't a popularity contest, it's an honor. The fan dilemma. For many, the outrage wasn't personal. It wasn't that fans disliked Jameson or had anything against the Fever. In fact, the Indiana Fever has seen a surge in popularity this year thanks to their young core, gritty style, and rising media attention. But the All-Star Game, in the eyes of many longtime supporters, is supposed to be sacred. It's meant to celebrate the best, not the most followed, the most marketed, or the most memed. I've been watching the WNBA since Lisa Leslie dumped in 02, says 38-year-old fan Rebecca Simmons. I love how the league has grown, but I'm not here for social media hype deciding who gets accolades. There are veterans out here playing lights out, and they deserve that recognition. At the heart of this reaction lies a question fans have wrestled with for years. What should All-Star voting really reflect? Skill, statistics, popularity, or simply who gets the most eyes? The influence of modern fame. The digital age has changed the game, literally. Players are no longer just athletes, they're brands. And Jamison, despite her modest on-court numbers, has developed a massive online following, with nearly 2 million TikTok followers and viral videos documenting everything from game day fits to behind-the-scenes locker room vibes. She has captivated a new generation of fans who may care more about charisma than box scores. And that's where the fault lines deepen. This is what happens when fan voting is 50% of the equation, said one user on Reddit. The league wants engagement, and they got it. But don't act surprised when it backfires. Others pushed back.